I can certainly tell you about Bureau of Conscious Intervention. That was made while I was in Los Angeles. At that time, around 2011, early that year, I entered a contest for the YouTube Creators Institute, and it was the first YouTube Creators Institute, and they also had another thing called Next Up. So basically, YouTube was jump-starting their viral filmmaker pool base. I won the contest. I was flown to LA, and to finish the training, the kind of training, because the institute, we had to finish and produce a 6-minute short, and that was my 6-minute short. So it was a student short, technically. And what really inspired it, like I spent like a whole while thinking about what would my short be. Like it kind of did the same thing when I first went to film school. Like I was stumped on what my short should be before we was supposed to submit our scripts, and I was like, oh snap! I wrote like the 5 pages. I'm like, okay, it's basically a satire, sort of commenting on how people like gullibly buy into the news. Like what we see isn't what it exactly appears to be. But I feel like a lot of news and media outlets spin a lot of information before it gets to the viewer, and that's what that was about. And it was about a guy who used his brain and kind of found the truth behind the story, and because he was thinking too much and actually investigating what was being propagated to him, a visit from the Bureau of Conscious Intervention. They intervened. Yeah, you have to watch this thing.
Yo, relax. Relax, officers. Get the fuck back out. Nobody come in there. Wait.
Hey, man. Yo, I don't know if you've been following the news about the protests down in D.C., but both news reports just aren't adding up. Some of these alternative news sources, and it's all starting to make sense now. The police incited it.
Yeah, whatever. You ready to go?
Just a minute. Oh, so you can get some mail. Oh, what the hell?
Sorry, man.
You just snuffed me.
I know, I mean...
Why the hell would you do that?
The letter said to punch you in the face.
Excuse me?
The letter specifically said to punch you in the face. It's pretty official looking.
The Bureau of Conscious Intervention? It is pretty official looking.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I understand.
Hey, good morning, babe. Shit, leaving the toilet seat up, is that serious now?
No, that's not the reason why You left the seat up again?
Wait, why did you just slack me?
Oh, no, sorry. I just got off the phone with the Bureau of Conscious Intervention. They told me to slap you.
I just got an email from the Bureau of Conscious Intervention. Please bang your head against the wall as hard as you can and forget everything you learned. No?
Baby, I think you should do it.
Yeah, the BCI seem very serious.
Please don't call them the BCI. Do it or else. Or else what?
Eric. You seem to have an issue accepting things as is. You're beginning to think, question things. We at the BCI have to stop thinking at its earliest signs.
Excuse me, who are you?
My name is Louis Villago.
Your name sounds like a clothing line.
Yeah, well, I run a clothing line in my spare time. Check it out. Hmm?
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that, yeah. Right there.
It's all very well put together.
Eric, we can't have you in society using your brain. It is detrimental to the idiotic societal order.
What the hell are you saying?
We have to readjust your mind, Eric.
Hey, man.
Now, you read about the protests going on down in D.C.? Protesters started rioting. Some people just don't know how to act.
Family problems. I just didn't write the title at the beginning because I kind of felt like the title would give it away, and like made it like something a reveal at the end. But it's not that big of a surprise. But it's about a father who hasn't seen his daughter like for like the longest, and he meets her in a supermarket, and they had an awkward encounter. It was written by Sadekar. His name is Sadekar. He goes to the cinema school, which is the first a cinema-based high school in the United States of America, that was set up by my film school, the Ghetto Film School. And basically, his short film was this script, and I said, you know what, I really like the script, and we could work on it, and we can produce we could actually produce this, you know. And I shot it because I liked the script. I just like the character relations and the awkwardness of it, like, you know, and both actors really played out how I want the awkward situation to be. The actors for Family Problems, James Lyons, he was an actor I worked with before. I did a spec commercial for the Doritos Crash the Super Bowl contest. I'm like, who can really analyze the script and kind of get this guy as his redundancy and his repetitiveness as an awkward thing, as like a social, like, dissociative thing. Chanel, she is part of the sketch comedy group that I had a short run on YouTube with, that we are due to reappear on the internet making shorts again. She's very good with her facial expressions and her eye contact, and just like, you know, how she interacts with other people on an acting space. We had our makeup artist make her look even younger, and she just dressed like a high school student. And James, he's also a firefighter, and he does a lot of fire safety codes, and he knows of a lot of locations in New Jersey. So I didn't think that one of my actors would turn in a location scout, but he did, and he got us this grocery store last minute, because like we went all over New York to find a grocery store, and we couldn't find one that would let us shoot overnight. And we found this place, and it was really cool, and they let us shoot overnight. The first hard part was finding it. The second hard part was actually shooting it, because like it was really like the store was just really cold. It was like it was cold because the AC, and it was late, and everyone was tired, and it was just trying to get stuff done. So like when you were like towards hour 8, it was like people were getting agitated, like, you know, people were trying not to like snap at each other, like, you know, if something simple, you know how film sets can kind of get stressful.
Hey.
Hi, Yvette. You here for your grandma again?
You know Grandma. She goes to those pills faster than you think.
I'll be right back. I'll get that for you.
Thanks.
They stacked this shit like we're giants or something.
I know, right?
Shit. You just came from school?
Yeah.
So you are about to go home?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's getting dark. You better hurry up and get home.
Okay.
So you live at home with your mother or some other relative?
Excuse me?
I said, do you live at home with your mother or some other relative?
I'm sorry, but do I know you from somewhere?
I'm just trying to be friendly. So, as you were saying, you live with, who?
I live with my mom.
Oh. So, no dad?
Why are you asking me all these questions?
Look, I'm a friend and you can tell me almost anything. So, you were telling me about your dad?
No, I wasn't. I don't even know my father.
Oh, I'm just trying to be friendly, that's it. Wow. So, what about your mother? Is she seeing someone?
What?
She's seeing someone, isn't she? Look, if you're looking for the pharmacist, he's not going to come back for a while.
Please, just leave me alone.
Look, Yvette, I don't mean to come off as a creep.
How do you know my name?
Look, it's hard to explain. It's complicated.
Just leave me alone.
Look. Let's just talk. Can we just talk for a second? I tell you what. Let's go to my house and we can just talk about it. What about that?
I gotta go home. I gotta get out of here.
Look, you can't go home. Yvette, please listen to me, please. Just go home.
Is something wrong?
No.
Mr. Jones,
Yeah.
is there a problem?
Nothing. Just family problems.
When I thought of this film, the inspiration was sort of a scene from Drive, how we shot it, which is one of my favorite films. Actually, it is practically my favorite film, Drive. The scene where he was in the supermarket, that kind of basic lighting, just ominous and everything is even. I am not huge on I don't like changing locations. I like short films to be situational and in a situation. That's one thing I learned about myself. It's good for production costs and it's also good for story. Probably would have suggested is probably like a more smooth, like a dolly track or something, or a steady cam or something like that. We had a rolling tripod dolly and we had to smooth cam it because it was like jitters along the floor because the floor wasn't exactly smooth and we didn't really have the cardboard to put on top of it because you kind of see that as the camera is pulling back. So we just kind of had to roll it on the floor and we use a smooth cam in Final Cut to actually smooth out all of that. And if you saw the raw footage, it looked like it's just jittery, but it's smooth, just pull back. My favorite two directors, my tied for first, is Spike Lee and Quentin Tarantino. Hilarious. It's like they both do not like each other, and I love them both. Tarantino, he is a master of integrating social commentary and social analysis into the plots and themes and motifs of his films. He's just and I feel like as a filmmaker, it'll be irresponsible of me just to do this gratuitously and not have some sort of take back with whatever I make. He selects shots. How his films pay a lot of homage to films before him, and you can see his style like is lent from a lot of great classics. Like, you know, he is a filmmaker who's very you know, he's just, he knows what he's doing when he's like putting together a film, and it's a totality, the script.
Of conscious intervention. What inspired you to make that film?
Well, aside from it being an assignment, it was really like I wanted to write something that will have a some sort of commentary, some sort of take back, or something to like make you reflect. Oh, even though it's kind of funny, that is kind of something I've noticed. So it's a satire, and I just wanted to like comment on just the media, just how news is reported. I watch a lot of news. I read a lot of news. I always read the Times. I always go on CNN, Al Jazeera, Russia Today. And just always like, in order for me to get the news of one incident, one like, you know, developing story, I have to read from 3 different news sources that has 3 different perspectives that tell it 3 different ways. And I feel like that's like, and you have to piece together and figure out what is the real truth and what is, you know, being kind of like toyed with, you know, because nothing's really ever 100% honest. It's like there's like 3 stories, 3 sides to a story, you know, and especially like that with news.
Messages you want the viewers to take away from watching both of these films?
Being more social, and not all social interactions are easy. Certainly not, especially one like the one he was in. But it's necessary to make, and I think it really speaks volumes to the kind of relationships we should have with the ones that should be our loved ones, or the ones that we should care about the most, or we should have in their lives or be in their lives. I think that's important for, like, you know, to take away from that. In real conscious intervention, it's really just scrutinize and question what you're listening to, what your media is, what the news is telling you, what you're watching on TV in general. Like, you know, just really pay attention to it, because like not everything appears to be what it seems. We just didn't know what to title it. It was like we all didn't know what to title it, and we felt like he said it. he said it at the end of the last line. He said he's having family problems. You know, and we just thought that's a good title, family problems. He said it, and by then we should figure that this guy is her father, and it really serves as a clarification at the end, like, you know, oh, this is his father. I didn't want to put it at the beginning because it'll be like, it kind of takes away from the suspense, because it's like, at first it's like, who is this creep following him, and you know, and why is, like, you know, like, why is this happening, and you kind of like start to really ponder about this guy. That's what I'm hoping for, like, in the audience reaction to this person. So.
The channel's about to start. I'm just excited.
The youth channel is on MNN every day from Monday to Friday, from 4 to 5 on the community channel, and from 5 to 6 on the culture channel.
You know you want to watch it, girl. Come on.
I read an article the other day just about media consolidation and how like 6 corporations own basically 90% of all the media outlets.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but you really gotta think about is that when the only message they really showing to us, for young people, is all the violence that we do.
So basically we probably can't watch the news or just TV shows because of like message placement and the ideologies that a lot of these corporations convey in these TV shows or even in the news. Yeah, it's nothing positive.
Hey, you guys.
What's good, bro?
Hey. What y'all was talking about?
Media consolidation, like in portrayal of youth on TV.
Oh, y'all, did y'all ever hear about the youth channel?
What's that? It's the youth channel.
It's media made by the youth for the youth. You know what I'm saying? It's a public thing.
Public
it's
access?
Yeah. And they got a center somewhere over here.
Oh yeah, it's around the corner. 175 East 104th Street, the MNN studio.
MNN?
Right here on Lexington and 3rd.
Oh, that new building they just built in between the blocks? The firehouse?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
okay.
Yeah.
Cool, all right, cool. Okay, stop.
What's next? Keep on producing stuff, directing new stuff. I do photography as well, and go into different artistic ventures with photography because I learn a lot. Photography and filmmaking, they're like cousins, and they certainly are. And like, I always liked how photographs are composed generally, and I've tried to, like, now in my newer stuff or stuff that I'm now, you know, planning and formulating in my head, or stuff that or the cinematography that I do, I really kind of set it up kind of with the intentions of like a portrait or just like a certain photo I've seen. Like, I don't know, I draw a lot of inspiration from photography, but yeah, what's next is just basically a lot of photographing. I really want to get back into sketch comedy, maybe a few short films, serious shorts, and yeah, time will tell. So I'm not gonna tell you something cheesy like don't give up, but like one thing that certainly helps for me is be extremely scrutinous of your work, almost hate it, if not do hate it. I look back at everything and I'm like, this is not, like, wow, this is not good. Like, this, I can do better. Like, I look at everything and be like, I can do better. What I do here, and I can find out and pick out all the mistakes I have in a film. I mean, I wouldn't let people know generally what my mistakes are or what I don't like, but like, I think about it, and you know, that's what you need. And if you want to be good, you have to look at your work and improve on it. And you can never be complacent. You can never be satisfied with what you do because there's always room for improvement. You just have to like scrutinize, look at your work, look at other people's work. Don't be afraid to admit that you're not good enough yet. Just keep on getting good and look at what people do, and like everything I do every night, I will sit down, look at other people's art, and especially if I like it, I ask, what are they doing that I'm not doing? And not necessarily to emulate their style or replicate what their style is, but to achieve their level of quality. Like in terms of quality, what are they doing that they're not doing? Where are their inspirations being drawn from? How can I be more loud with my artistic voice?
I'm gonna ask him about this youth channel because I'm scrolling through my Instagram and some girl just posted it. Like, it seems
Wait, let's ask him about it. See what he says. What is it about?
Think he'll know?
Yeah.
You a clown. So, you go to that party on Friday?
Hey, Batala.
Oh, yo, what's good, boy?
Yeah, I was going through my Instagram and some girl posted this picture about the youth channel. What's this? You know anything about it?
Ah, right, youth channel. That's on Manhattan Neighborhood Networks. It's on Time on the Cable on 34, and if you got Fios, it's on channel 33.
I got RCN.
RCN.
That's channel 82.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna write the girl on Instagram and see what this is about.
Definitely, yo. If anything, yo, spread the word.
All right, I got you. I definitely will. It was good seeing y'all.
Likewise.
I'll see y'all later.
All right, cool.